My manager became my stalker. 4 years ago when I turned 16. This was my first job, by the way. So my interview process was super easy. We probably talked for like 5 minutes and then he just hired me on the spot. When it came to training, he was the only one that could train me. And he told people not to teach me anything or to not even talk to me. So I found that weird. So this one day my dad texted me and obviously I went to go check my phone. And my manager was literally stalking me through the security cameras. I probably held my phone for 10 seconds. And he texted me within that same period of time to get off my phone. So I look up around me and I'm like, where is he watching me from? He's not even here. He was literally watching me from his house. Every little thing I did, he would text me about it. And then things got a lot weirder, like for part 2. Every time my manager became my stalker, part 2. Like I said, he was watching me through the security cameras on every little thing I did. And he would text me about it. At the time, I found that weird, but I found this weirder. He would text me all the time saying, oh, can you come into work today? Like, it's really busy, we really need you. So this was during summer, so I had all the free time. So I'm like, okay, I can come in. So I would come in and clock in. So as soon as I did that, he would send somebody home. Basically just wanted me there every day, even when they didn't even need me. And he would always constantly ask me if I'm hungry, because where my Dunkin's located, there's a bunch of food chains around it. And of course, I would always say, no, I'm okay, because I found it really odd. But not only that, he's also around the same age as my dad. So I just found everything really strange. He would text me even when I'm not at work. And this went on for 2 months until I finally quit. He did not like that at all.
Story time about why I beat up my best friend. So a little background information. Her and I had been best friends since we were in 7th grade. Her family was rich, mine was poor, and at first she was a really good friend. She was always there for me whenever I needed her, until our freshman year of high school, which is when her and I started hanging out with boys. Now my mom was kind of strict. She wouldn't really let me hang out with boys, but her mom was more lenient about her hanging out with boys. Every weekend she would throw a party at her house, and she would throw them in her attic because 1, it was huge, and 2, her parents didn't give a fuck what she did up there. Anyways, she would always offer to do my hair and makeup before the party started, which always made me really excited because I never really put any work into my physical appearance. Well, little did I know, the only reason why she would offer to do my hair and makeup.
And then there's this girl that's just next to me, and she's always seemed kind of weird, but I never wanted to just assume, you know? So about 2 weeks into our band camp, I noticed that she was always talking to this one guy in the front. Mind you, this guy already goes to high school and he's about to be a junior, and this girl is barely in 8th grade. So anyways, I would always see them talking and laughing until this one day she wasn't there. And she's one of those pick-me girls. Like, if she notices the guy talking to someone she doesn't like, she will make herself known, just so he'll notice her instead of the other girl. So because I didn't see her, I thought that she wasn't in school today. So I was going to the band room, and then I see the guy that she's always talking to waiting outside the room for her. So I told him, hi, I don't think she's coming here today. I don't think she's here. And he was just like, that's fine. I actually wanted to talk to you. And I was like, me? And he was like, yeah, I want to talk to you. And I just told him, well, I can't. I have practice, maybe afterwards. And all he said was okay, so I ended up walking into the band room. When I walked into the band room, I saw the pick-me girl sitting in my spot. So obviously I told her to move. She then responded with, no, it's mine now since you want to talk to my man. And I was like, I'm not even talking to him. I don't even know him. And she just responded with, yeah, right, because he was asking for you yesterday. And obviously I was really confused because I don't know him like that. I know of him, but I'm not his friend, and he isn't any of my friends' friends. So after I told her that I didn't even know him, she was like, yeah, right, because I saw you guys talking outside of the band room. And I was like, well, yeah, I was talking to him because I thought that you weren't here today, and I saw him waiting for you, so I just wanted to let him know that you weren't here. And she just responded with a, yeah, whatever. So we get on with practice, and it's finally over and everything, and I'm walking out, and he's still there. He pulls me aside, and he was like, okay, I can talk to you right now. And I said, yeah, I guess. He then says, so you know that girl that sits right next to you? And obviously I said, yeah. He then was like, well, she wants me to let you know to stop fucking with me. And I was like, but I don't even know you. You're the one that's talking to me. And he was like, yeah, I know that. So then I said, okay, well, why don't you just tell her that then? He then proceeds to tell me, well, it's really complicated. And then I just ended up walking away after that. As I'm walking out of the school, I see the pick-me girl waiting in the same spot that she does every single day in the front, waiting for him. I ended up waving at her because I was trying to be nice, and then she was just like, come here now, trying to boss me around. And mind you, I'm a freshman. I walk over to her and she pulls out her phone, and on the screen is a picture of me and the guy having a conversation. So at this point I'm thinking, well, okay, someone obviously planned that. I look at her and I'm like, okay, we were having a conversation, so what? She then tells me, okay, well, that's not what he said. He said that you came on to him. I was already fed up at this point, and I was like, I did not come on to him. So after I told her that I wasn't coming on to him, she was like, yeah, well, I believe him and not you. And at this point, I was already over the situation, so I was like, you know what? Okay, whatever. I don't care. I began to walk away, but then she goes, you know what? I'm gonna go tell the principal that you're talking to a junior and you're a freshman. And one thing to note is that at my school, if you're dating a person that's 4 years older than you, not only will you get into trouble, but so will the other person, because it's obviously against the law.